gathering to celebrate a very special member of our school family. HOD, who are we celebrating today? That's right. As we all know, Mrs. Balfour is retiring at the end of the school year. What you may not know is that Mrs. Balfour started her career in Norfolk 51 years ago. She started as a second grade teacher and then held other important positions in our schools before becoming the first principal of the H. Olive Day School in 1994. Mrs. Balfour always says she's the luckiest person in the world because she gets to be our principal. But I know you will all agree with me when I say that we are the lucky ones for having her. HOD is the special place we all love because of Mrs. Balfour. I know you have all worked really hard in preparing for today. Just look around you and look through our hallways. You have created wonderful artwork, writings, and poetry, all dedicated to her. This morning, we celebrate Mrs. Balfour by showing our appreciation and love. Preschool, can you start off our celebration? Are you sure? Balfour today. There are many friends outside of the H. Olive Day School who wanted to join in on the fun. So today we have some special guests joining us who will be honoring Mrs. Balfour. Can I please ask Mrs. Wolf of the Norfolk PTO to come up?
Good morning, everyone. I know lots of you have been writing poems for Mrs. Balfour, so I have one from the PTO. Mrs. Balfour, our beacon of light and grace, retiring after 51 years, leaving a lasting trace. In her presence, young minds learn to be kind. Her legacy a testament to the power of a gentle mind. Her journey began as a second-grade teacher when she nurtured young hearts as a compassionate leader. Then onward she ventured as special education guide, creating inclusive spaces where all could abide. Committed to inclusion, she opened doors wide, embracing diversity, fostering love and pride. A pioneer in social emotional learnings and grace, she sowed seeds of empathy, leaving an enduring trace. Mrs. Balfour, through her dedicated pursuit, established a culture that HOD school family took root. A place where every child felt seen, heard, and known. A safe haven of belonging, a sanctuary to call their own. Her legacy stands tall, a testament so clear in the hearts of students who hold her dear. For she imparted not just knowledge, but a belief so strong that each child has worth, the longing where they throng. She brought literature to life with each turn of the page, unleashing the power of words at every stage. From fairy tales to mysteries and adventures galore, Mrs. Balfour's love for books forever will adore. Now, as we bid farewell, we gather to proclaim our deepest gratitude, respect, and acclaim. In honor of Mrs. Balfour's unwavering devotion, we dedicate a library section, a heartfelt promotion. With her name emblazoned, a tribute so grand, we start the collection with her favorite book in hand. Harry the Dirty Dog, a tale she holds dear. Symbolizing her legacy, shining bright and clear. Mrs. Balfour, your impact reaches far and wide, helping children be kind, always standing beside. With each turn of a page, you open hearts and minds, your love for literature, a gift that eternally binds. As you embark on a well-deserved rest, know that your influence will forever manifest. The library section in your name will thrive, a testament to your passion, keeping dreams alive. So here's to Mrs. Balfour, a guiding star so true. Thank you for all that you've done, for all that you do. May your retirement be filled with joy and delight as your legacy continues to shine a beacon of light. The PTO is dedicating a section of the library in your name, and so we're going to have Mrs. Balfour's favorites. We'll start the collection off with 51 of your favorites and start it with Terry the dog.
Thank you to the PTO and Mrs. Wolf. We can't wait to read and share all of Mrs. Balfour's favorite books in our school library very soon. Let's continue our celebration with the kindergarten. Excellent job, kindergarten. At this time, I'd like to welcome the Norfolk CPAC to say a few words, Mrs. Costa and Mrs. Hickman.
Hi everyone. So the Norfolk CPAC wants to also thank Mrs. Balfour for her dedication specifically to special education, starting the Open Circle program here at HOD, and just being a wonderful resource and advocate for diversity and inclusion. So with that, we'd like to take this time to let you all know what we have in store. To continue Mrs. Balfour's legacy, the Norfolk CPAC is donating $1,000 towards the purchasing of eye care and disability awareness books for both the HOD, library, and Freeman Kennedy in Mrs. Balfour's honor. The schools can continue to enhance their resource library of eye care books for years to come. There will also be shelves in each library that will be commemorated with a plaque in Mrs. Balfour's honor. Thank you for your years of dedicated service to our community, and especially to those in the special education community. You will be greatly, greatly missed.
Thank you to the Norfolk CPAC. Our celebration continues with a poem from first grade.
You are
There are many people who have helped prepare for today's assembly. A very special thank you goes out to Mrs. Bixby and Mrs. Tusillo from the Norfolk Community League, the Norfolk PTO, Norfolk CPAC, NCTV, and today's photographer Jake Jacobson for celebrating with us and for all of your collaboration in preparing for today's assembly. Additionally, I'd like to thank Dr. Alardi, Mrs. Saldana, and Dr. Tupper for joining us this morning as we honor Mrs. Balfour. And lastly, to our HOD school family for making today so special. Just like your families at home, here at HOD we celebrate all together. So for our last performance today, Mr. Escalay will be leading our whole school family in a special song. Take it away, Mr. E.
All right, second graders stand up, please.
Mrs. Balfour has been working for the Norfolk Public Schools for 51 years. During this time, she has cared for and supported thousands of students and colleagues. Right now, we would like to present Mrs. Balfour with 51 flowers. Each flower represents 1 year she has supported students and staff to learn and to grow. Can my flower friends come up, please? Years, 24, 36, 48. We're missing 3, aren't we? Mrs. Burns, 59. Mrs. Keith is 50. for you, so I will simply end today with congratulations on your well-deserved retirement. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of your hard work and dedication. Please visit us often because we will miss you terribly. We love you, Mrs. B.
Gosh, what can I say? This is really overwhelming. I knew we were going to have a little get together with the kids. They told me that Friday. I had no idea the extent of it. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, as you were singing, actually you brought up some of the songs were very special songs to me. You Are My Sunshine was a very special song in my house growing up. I used to sing it with my sisters. My parents used to sing it to us. So that really touched my heart. And the Rainbow Connection, I mean, that's just such a special song, and I think it really symbolizes what we try to do here at HOD. Connecting everyone, bringing everyone together, being there for each other. So it's very, very special. And I love the goodbye poem. That was great. And a very touching poem from our first graders. You know, so over the years, we've, 30 years almost at HOD here. And we have had a lot of very, very special assemblies and get-togethers. And it's always hard for me to pick out which one is my favorite. But now I think this might be my all-time favorite. Having everyone together and expressing the love and caring that we always promote here at HOD. It's very, very, very special. You know, when we first began at HOD, we wanted to create a special place where kids would be happy and safe and be included in everything and have fun and, of course, learn. So we started that right from the very beginning, and teachers and all the adults in our school have worked very hard to create that very special place. We all, of course, the most important thing is that we learn too, right? So it's great to have a happy and fun place. But you have all been such great learners and such great friends here. You know, when I was going to school, not all the kids always liked going to school in those days. So when I became a teacher, the first thing I wanted to do was create a happy place in my classroom where everyone would learn, have fun, and feel supported and included in everything. So then, when I liked being a teacher so much that I really didn't want to be a principal, because I thought a principal is doing a lot of paperwork and sitting in an office and doing all kinds of things like that. But then the superintendent at the time convinced me that if I liked creating a happy place in my classroom and then for our special ed students, that I could do that with the whole school. So that's what convinced me to become a principal, because I said, yeah, now we can have a place where everyone, all the adults, all the kids feel included and happy, and they do the best that they can. So we all together have created HOD. It's a great place to be. I think that slogan will live on forever. So thank you for all of your lovely poems and songs today. Thank you so much to the PTO, the CCAP. I mean, literature is at the heart of everything that we do here at Early Childhood Center. And to have more books that are childhood favorites of everyone, and also to have books that will teach us more about people from different cultures and religions and different countries. That's so important for us all to keep learning. So, you've also created all these beautiful bulletin boards and signs, and so many of them have dragons on them. Surprise, surprise. As you know, that was Miss HL days very favorite bird. So every time I see a cardinal, I will forever think of each and every one of you and all the people that have been at HOD over the years and all that they've contributed to this wonderful place that we have, because we've done it together. As I always say, this is us. This is who we are. So I want you to always remember that being kind and caring people is the most important thing that you could ever learn at HOD, at home, and anywhere. Because no matter where you go to school later on, no matter what you become, whether you're an artist, or a chef, or a truck driver, or a police officer, or a doctor, or hopefully some of you will be teachers and principals. The most important thing you can learn is to be kind and caring and respectful. And if you have that, you're the most important thing you need for anything in life. So thank you for being kind and caring people. Thank you for this assembly, which just shows that. And remember that the golden rule stands not only here, but everywhere. Everywhere you go and everything you do. So thank you. So I'll see those cardinals and think of you, and we'll always have that rainbow connection.
HOD, I'm so proud of you. This was an excellent morning. It was special to me. I know it was special to all of you. Thank you for being here. And a great job. Great job.